Well, we hit a mini speed bump, I may say so myself, with the results after getting that promotion secured. But it doesn't look too bad as we've started to find our feet in the last couple of games. But I'm going to bring you straight back to the action. The points difference from first to second is minute, and it's going down to the wire. So as you can see, after that loss to Torquay, we then drew 4-4 somehow to Exeter City. Hayden Murray Holmes getting sent off in the 89th minute, and we managed to score a 96th minute equaliser. So Gromek and Francis getting 2 each. We then went and played Swindon and we beat them 4-0, and then we went away from home and beat Barrow 2-0. In terms of what that means to the league table, Barnsley are currently top on 92 points. We are second with 90 points, so it's all to play for still for the title, and there is 4 games remaining. So I bring you back to the Carlisle game as we agreed. We're going to get straight into that, and we really need to hope that Barnsley drop points. If Barnsley go unbeaten now for the rest of the season, it's not in our hand. What have they actually got in terms of fixtures left? Who are they playing? So they've got Port Vale, Tranmere, Altrincham and Swindon. So maybe Tranmere is a game that they might drop points. Who knows? They have just lost 1-0 to Fleetwood. It was a 92nd minute goal though, so it's not as if they played bad. Who knows? Only time will tell. But let's get straight into the Carlisle game and see if we can obviously capitalise and make sure we pick up all 3 points. We did rotate a little bit in that last game just because sort of fitness was starting to creep up on us and a little bit of tiredness in the squad. So we rotated ever so slightly, but now we're going back to the usual starting 11 with the usual starting players. Briggs is still going to sit out because he's still a little bit tired, and I'm changing Hugill back to a centre forward. I've been tinkering with that back and forth, but yeah, I don't want him to be in a a channel forward role. I want him to be as a centre forward. So I'm not going to go through the team sheet. You're already familiar with the squad. Let's get straight into the action, straight down to business. We need to pick up 3 points. We need to hope that Barnsley drop points. Let's see what can happen in today's game. Okay, so I'm just going to say to the boys that we could go top here with a win. Should we put that sort of pressure on them? No, I'm going to say that Carlisle have been 20th in the form table and we're 5th. Let's go and prove why we're 5th in the league, in the form table. Raining away from home, but we are in our beautiful lime kit. Gromek with a misplaced pass straight from the beginning. That's not good. And I think I just saw Barnsley's points go up, so they're probably winning 1-0 already. So 1 minute in, Barnsley are winning. That's not a good start. We need to now pick up all 3 points without foul. Joe Hugill here letting it run too far forward ahead of him, but Ishmael does well on the recovery. Zach Shawaib into Harris, into Holland. Holland takes on his man twice, beats him twice, then puts it in to the top corner. As beautiful as you like. This was absolutely fantastic bit of solo play. Let's watch this again here from the layoff here from Harris into Holland. Goes, all right, I'm going to knock it past you this time this way, then I'm going to change and go this way. Bang, and then just puts it straight in the top corner. It goes in off the crossbar. Absolutely beautiful goal. But 1-0 up. We're doing our job. This is all eyes on this. We need Port Vale to get an equaliser and then arguably get a winner. But let's hope that they get an equaliser to start with. Harris here. Unfortunately does nothing with it. Long goal kick downfield. Ishmael manages to get the header under control. Francis lays it off to Harris. Hugill is in, but is he offside? It looked like it. He is. It was a good finish nonetheless, but unfortunately for him, he was just offside. Remember, this isn't the game we necessarily think that Barnsley will drop points. That's the next game because they've got Tranmere, who of course are trying to hold on to one of those playoff spots. Port Vale really don't have much to play for. But if they can maybe draw to Port Vale and then drop points to Tranmere and lose to Tranmere, then that will be fantastic for us. So I'm going to praise the boys. We just need to do our job. Win our remaining 4 games, and if we win our remaining 4 and we still don't win the title, so be it. We've tried our hardest. Darnell Johnson there, that's not very good, is it? You've got so many options around you. Ishmael gets his foot in, but it comes back to Carlisle. Francis there on the overlap, getting his defensive play in, but we just pass it straight back to them and let it come straight back at us, which isn't ideal. Darnell's getting dragged out a little bit too deep there, but James Wright had that covered, I would hope. It comes off the crossbar and goes out for a goal kick. We see the highlights straight away. It's still 1-0 to Barnsley in the game at Port Vale. Declan Skara here. James Wright. Johnson. Zach Shuaib. Into Isaac Holland. Holland takes on his man. Josh on the wing here. Back into Isaac Holland. They're just playing it between themselves nicely. Zach Shuaib isn't on the button there. He lets the ball go to the opposition. Can't track his man quick enough, but Holland recovers. Harris. A lovely bit of build-up play here. It's back-to-back, balls to balls. Balls to balls? End to end. Francis here. Lovely ball over the top. Francis scores. Lovely assist from Harris. That should be onside this time round. It was a lovely timed run from Francis. An absolutely beautiful ball from Harris as well. He's starting to get in his feet, Harris. He's scored in a couple now, assisted a couple. So he's starting to prove why he has that quality that's going to help us going up into Sky Bet League One. But 2-0 to Oxford City, away to Carlisle. We're pretty much done our job. We need something special from Port Vale now. But of course, there's still plenty of football still to play. 37 minutes gone. How are Crew getting on? Crew are losing. Not that it really matters, but of course I don't really want us to finish third after a season that we've had, right? Finishing second would be nice. Francis there intercepting the through ball pass by Carlisle. Takes on his man, beats him, lovely. Pass it to Joe Hugill. Harris is there. It ping-pongs around and Francis tucks it in. And that's 3-0 and that's game done. Game, set and match, as they say. It's annoying that we can't go picture in picture and see what's happening at the Port Vale game, having the actual game up here playing. That would be an awesome feature if you're watching Sports Interactive, or if I am winning 3-0, if I can click a button and just watch that game instead and still have our game going on in the background. That would be pretty cool. What a 45 minutes. You've absolutely blown them away. We won't take Francis off even though he's knackered, because I've taken him off a couple of times when he's on for a hat-trick and I don't think he'll stand for it for much longer. But Harris with 3 assists so far this afternoon. It's still 1-0 to Barnsley, so it's still an awkward scoreline that. Port Vale could still cause an upset, still do us a favour. All we need to do now is just stay defensively solid, which I'm not necessarily worried about that, because we know how to defend and we know how to defend well. Barnsley are now winning 2-0, so potentially the hopes of a Port Vale comeback or even bringing it into a draw are now off the cards. And then again, I say that and Port Vale have got one back. It's Barnsley 2, Port Vale 1. Surely Port Vale have now got the momentum going into the last half an hour of the game. Harris there giving the ball away. Absolutely poor. The players know I'm not really focused on this game. They're just not really performing very well. Josh there. Long goal kick from right. Doesn't go to anyone. Comes straight back at us. Long range effort. And it screams over the crossbar. We will make some changes now because I've given Francis enough time to try and get his hat-trick. We'll bring McEachran on because we are just bringing them on for a couple of minutes here and there so he can give you a proper goodbye to the fans on his retirement now that we have secured promotion as well. We'll bring on Killer Ferrari so he can have his last few games to say bye to the Oxford City fans as well. 2 different players. McEachran, most of his career at Oxford City. Killer Ferrari, the start of his career, and he's given us a good couple of seasons. Both saying bye to the Oxford City fans this season. The 65 minutes played. Just stay compact here. Harris getting in with the slide tackle and winning the ball. I like to see that. Just goes to show that he knows his defensive duties when he does come back. He knows how to get the ball back. Cross in from them, we deal with it well. It's 3-2, so in that highlight that we've seen, Port Vale got an equaliser, potentially, and Barnsley scored. Or Barnsley went 3-1 up and Port Vale have got one back. Who knows? Maybe 3-3 is on the cards. Port Vale 2, Barnsley 3. We're doing what we need to do at the minute. 3-0 up. I mean, them dropping points doesn't mean we've won the league today, but by God, does it help us with regards to potentially winning the league. McEachran into Darnell Johnson, the 2 old school players linking up nicely. Killer Ferrari, Gromek, Shuaib. He just passes it. Good vision, good idea. Wanted to play that through to Hugill. Unfortunately, it just didn't pay off. I was going to praise him, but we'll wait and see how this counter-attack plays out first. Gromek, lovely bit of play, getting his boot in there. Joe Hugill takes these on his man, beats him. And again, McEachran letting him loose. Oh, and he smashes into the bottom corner, 4-0 up. And we are absolutely having a laugh. It's still 3-2 to Barnsley. Come on, Port Vale. We need an equaliser. We are doing our job. 4-0 up. The goal difference is already massively in our favour. So goal difference doesn't necessarily matter now. It's all going to be about points on the board. Can Port Vale get a last-minute equaliser? I do hope so. 91 minutes played. And there we go. That's full time. It looks like it did end 3-2 to Barnsley in the end. Somewhat annoyingly. That's as comprehensive as you'll get. You've blown them away. We will now move forward to the next game. What the plan will probably be, I'll bring you back straight away for the next game. So I'm going to skip it forward to the Doncaster game because that's the game that Barnsley played Tranmere. So if anything, they're going to drop points. It's going to be in that game. So I'll bring you to the Doncaster game and then we'll see what we're going to do after that. Right, we're here at the Doncaster game. I really think that Football Manager is testing me. James Wright got injured in the week leading up to the game. Darnell Johnson got injured as well leading up. And Francis has got injured. So luckily, Francis is the only one that's sort of a bad injury, so to speak. But still, I mean, come on. Like, give me a break. You know what I mean? give me something to work with. Don't just take all of my players. I need someone on the pitch to be able to sort of work with, or some of my star players. I don't know whether we should play Wright or not. He's injured. A tight calf. Is that going to resolve, is that going to have an impact on him potentially playing in goal? Or do we play Kai Crampton? I mean, it would be his first appearance of the whole season in a game that's arguably a must-win. No, we're going to risk it. But then if we risk it and it aggravates it and he's out injured, let's put Kai Crampton on. Oh, God. Fem gods, you've given us 3 injuries this week, so the least you can do is give us the win. I think that's only fair. I think that's fair compensation, right? But 24 goals, by the way, in all competitions, Francis. 31 goals in all competitions, Joe Hugill. Woo! On fire! Absolutely dream team strike force, and that's what we're going to be having in Sky Bet League 1 next season. Okay, I think that's it. You know the team sheet. Only change is Crampton's coming in for Wright. Other than that, you're familiar with all these names. We've used a very small squad this year. Haven't really had to rotate too much or bring new players in constantly. So you know exactly who's on the team sheet. Again, we're just going to go out there and get the job done. Here we go. Kickoff is almost underway. Completely forgot to resume the recording whilst I was giving the team talk. I just told them to go out there and prove why we should go top of the league. A big game. Arguably, if Barnsley are going to drop points, you would presume it would be in this game. But of course, we need to do our job again. Doncaster, not an easy opposition, currently 10th. So we're going to have our work cut out against us. We've definitely got the harder run, looking at the teams that we're playing against. Barnsley definitely have the easier run. And just like that, Kai Crampton. Oh, same surname as me. Not great, though. And just like that, though, unfortunately, Kai Crampton, I don't know if it's his fault or if it was the defence's fault, but he didn't really cover himself in glory. He just dived the complete wrong way. And now we've got a mountain to climb to try and get back into it. Barnsley are drawing 0-0 with Tranmere. Hayden Murray-Holmes here. Luke Harris into Branningham. Killer Ferrari cuts it across. Hugill's there! 29 goals in 33 games. And the fact that no other team are sniffing around him is absolutely ridiculous. A lovely run from Killer Ferrari. We will miss them surging runs down the left. And a lovely little cut across and then bang, as cool as you like. Puts it into the back of the net. 1-1. Game on. Barnsley are still drawing. We're going to encourage the boys. This is a big game. Tranmere have got a lot to play for. Tranmere are playing to hold on to that playoff spot. So they've got something here that they really need. Doncaster, I mean, they're not that far off either, are they? Doncaster, so to be fair, they've got something to be playing for in this game. But Tranmere, more so, I would say, as they are in the driving seat right now. Hopefully, that shows on the field and they can go and get a couple of goals against Barnsley. Barnsley loss, us drawing, not a terrible result. Us losing and Barnsley losing, bad result. Realistically, we need to gain some form of points while Barnsley drop points. If we both win, doesn't really help. We're going to encourage the boys again. 1-0 to Barnsley. It's not great to see. As things stand, they're going to go 4 points clear again. It doesn't mean that the season is over in terms of the league title. It's still a possibility. However, they are going to have to drop points in them final 2 games. 2 minutes of added time. Still 1-1. And it's still 1-0 to Barnsley. I'm going to say, if we dig in, we can get the result that we deserve. I don't think you've been that bad, but I need you to change your game. You've got the ability to do so. Let's go out there and turn this game on its head. So Barnsley scored in the 32nd minute. Oh, what is that highlight? I don't want to see Dario booting the ball out and then them coming straight back at us. I don't want to see that. I'd rather just not see him kick the ball out game and just show me the highlight from Barnsley. Salter running down the wing. Puts the ball in. Kai Crampton manages to collect it. Does something, which is good to see. He's not completely incompetent. To be fair to him, he's not played all season. And then we've gone, by the way, we don't want to drop points in this game. Can you step up, please? Harris with a lovely ball for Hugo. Hugo's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Oh. You would have bet your house on that he was going to score that. One-on-one, and he just passes it into the goalkeeper's leg, it looked like. Killer Ferrari. Surging run up the left. Branningham. No. Gives it away instantly. But luckily they haven't got their passing boots on. Hugo. Brannigan. Harris. Into Hugo and Harris. Link it up nicely. Brannigan. Cuts back inside. Harris. Yes. Come on. 3 goals in 9 matches. That's 7 or 8 assists. He's finding his feet in that Oxford City shirt. A lovely bit of build-up play from the 3 attackers there. At this point, I thought it might have been lost, but Harris picks it up, goes, thank you very much. 1 touch, bang, into the top of the net. 2-1 up. It's still 1-0. 1-0 against for Barnsley. Tranmere, we need a favour. Come on, Tranmere. As things stand, you're only a point above Northampton. Northampton aren't even playing today. You need the points. Harris, Branningham. Oh, just goes wide. Not a bad effort. Not a bad effort. But 2-1 up against Doncaster. Yeah, we've been here before. We've been in the last game. We're doing our job. We need Barnsley to do theirs. I was going to say, can we get a third? He lets it run a little bit too far. Killer Ferrari picks up the loose ball, though. Back across into Dario. To Holland. Holland hits the post. You just don't want to see that, do you? You just want to see that nestle into the bottom corner and just sort of wrap up the 3 points. It's nervy in the game at Barnsley. It's nervy in the game against Oxford City. Who's going to be the team that makes the mistake? We really hope it's Barnsley. Throwing for us now in a dangerous position in Doncaster's half. Aidan Murray-Holmes. Ball in from Pendleton. Oh, I mean, Brannigan is never going to win his header there, right? Harris gets tackled but manages to pick the ball back up. Off to Holland. Holland, ball over the top for Hugo. Good idea. Poor execution. And then the highlight ends. Crew are winning 1-0. I mean, it doesn't really change anything for us now. I think we've pretty much secured second. But 1-0 still to Barnsley. This is the game, boys and girls, that we said we think they were going to drop points if they were. This is potentially going into a 2-part end of season special. Part 1 is these 2 games. Part 2 is going to be the next 2 games. And I'll get them uploaded back to back for you as well. So you'll see that game straight after this one. Dario. Pendleton. Holland. We're just passing it around nicely. We're already in control of the game. We don't need to sort of overexert ourselves and do any silly mistakes to get countered. Holland, ball in. Branningham's there. He's never going to win a header, but I bless him for at least trying. Killer Ferrari puts the ball in. Straight into the goalkeeper's gloves. Can we hold on, most importantly, but can Barnsley concede? Can Tranmere score an equaliser? We're not going to make any change. Well, actually, we probably should have made some changes, but we were too excited with seeing what was going on. We'll make some changes now. We will just bring on Murray Holmes. We'll bring on McEachran just to sort of come and sit in as a striker. Oh, Hugo rattles the crossbar. Unless they score here, and then we're changing all of those changes. No, luckily the ball goes out. They've still got too late to make any other changes now. They've already took the throw in. Ball over the top. Luckily it goes to absolutely no one. That's our cue now to just waste time, reduce the tempo, change the passing style. Let's just control the game. Are Tranmere going to get a last-minute equaliser? I don't think they are. No, it ends 1-0 to Barnsley. I'm going to say it was a little bit of a let-off. Luckily, Kai Crampton, not terrible, right? Not terrible. So what that means is it's going to go down to the final 2 games of the season. Like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode here. I'm going to bring you straight back with the next episode. I'm going to upload it straight after this one. So don't go anywhere, and it will be in your For You feed so you can watch it back to back. Or, of course, watch it on another day if you wish. But where's the excitement in that, right? But I will see you in the next video. Subscribe so you don't miss out. Hit that like button and comment down below. Is a title on the cards? Are we lifting the trophy in the very next episode?